Hey, what up, Long Beach? Welcome back to the 562.org. It's Tyler.
And Mike, and this high school football video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, now open for indoor dining. Visit ribcompany.com.
It's opening night for the Lakewood Lancers hosting Long Beach Poly at a neutral site, Cabrillo High School, and also really cool to see the Lancers hosting a senior night. They wanted to celebrate their seniors, and we're just really happy to see this class get a chance to make some memories we didn't know that they would get to make.
Absolutely. Junior quarterback Anthony Ianson making his first career start, a talented two-sport athlete, while the Jackrabbits are an intimidating force with Wendell Whoa Mo, who can literally block out the sun.
And he can block some defenders too, Mike, clearing the way for guys like Devin Samples. He had 153 and 2 touchdowns last week. It's Long Beach versus Lakewood. And let's get it. Let's just get right to it. Lancers had the ball first, but couldn't get past Uiti Moe. Number 46 was there to stop the run. And then on 3rd and long, in the screen game, it's Moe again with the tackle. Nothing doing for the Lancers offensively.
Moe says, "Get out of my way." After a few runs, Polly sets up the play action. Shea Kuykendall hits Malik Brown for a nice gain. Jackrabbits do get rolling, and then Shea looking to the end zone and finding Keontae Lanier, big play Tay, wide open for 6, and he's going to hit him with the Heisman.
Yeah, channeling his inner Desmond Howard. Shout out to Art O'Neill at All In Press for that really clean photo as the Jackrabbits take the 7-0 lead here early in this one. And the Poly defense clearly came to make a statement. Brian Parham going to slam down Ianson as it's a sort of a tag team effort there. And on the scramble, Ianson is first going to be met by Donovan Poe, and then 4 white shirts just collapse on him.
You can see even without being able to scout Lakewood, they were just ready for everything they were doing offensively. And then back to the passing game, Lanier on LaFar's side for a nice gain. He and Kuykendall had a great report in the first half. Tay actually said, I texted him before the game. I said, throw me the ball.
It worked out. On the rollout again, what can Brown do for you? Malik can get you right on the doorstep. Then it's going to be Samples capping it off as he spins his way to pay dirt to double Poly's lead. It is now 14-0 Jackrabbits.
I used to love Kanye gospel samples, but now I think I'm a Devin Samples guy.
I feel you, Mike. I feel you. After Poly forces a 3-and-out, Lakewood does get a big play on special teams as this muffed punt is going to be recovered by Travis Perriman. And this is the moment you're thinking, like, is this Lakewood's chance to get into the game? They've got good field position. They've got to feel good about the takeaway. However, not on D-Block's watch.
No, the Jackrabbits pushed Lakewood back on 3 straight plays to force a 4th and 37. That's Poe and Jalen Johnson, the monster, making that play. And then Poe completely unblocked on Ianson. All you can do is protect yourself at that point. 2 sacks for Poe in this one. I mean, it was just a very dominant game from the defense.
Lancers defense, though, kept making plays. Number 34, Mac Manu, with some nice work from his DN spot. And Javon Rodriguez doing nice work in coverage on a much taller receiver as he knocks it away from Jordan Riles. So Lakewood still out there battling and making some plays defensively. But Poly would still connect for another score. Kuykendall again goes to Lanier, gets him into the end zone. Go Lobo. Hey, Tay, just a quick question for you. How many touchdowns do you have tonight? Oh, yeah, cool, 2. Thanks. 24-0 Poly.
Red Swarm did get another takeaway just before halftime. Julius Jimenez with the diving interception, but they weren't able to do anything with it. And that is going to be where we sit at halftime. 24-0. Did want to shout out Perryman, by the way, mentioned recovered that muff punt. Also had 10 solo tackles for the Lakewood defense.
After half, Poly wanted to get the ball to Jordan Riles, and they did on that opening drive, going out to 7. As you can see, it takes 3 Lancers to finally shove him out of bounds. And really, it's pretty simple, Mike. Put it up and let 6'4" go get it. Great job by the senior to pull the ball away from the defense for the touchdown. Are you not entertained? Is that not why you are here or on the live stream?
He's wearing lucky number 7 for a reason. He comes from the bloodline. That kid is pretty good. And then we got our first look at Poly Junior quarterback Pat Villalva, who came out there with a live arm. Lefty showing off an explosive arm, sometimes a little too explosive, but he does hit Nas McGee on a couple of throws to both sides of the field, and you can see he's getting it to the sidelines in a hurry.
Also wanted to shout out Jaden Bridges, who had a strange day at the office. He had a long touchdown run called back in the first half for holding. He breaks loose here, hits the celly, but this one, unfortunately for Bridges, is also called back to holding, and you can see he's like, Oh, come on, man. Am I ever going to get one? Now into the fourth quarter. Okay, third time's the charm, right? This is going to be the one.
There's no way there's another penalty thrown, but yeah, there was another penalty thrown.
Oh, he even hit the celly again.
It's a third touchdown called back for Bridges. He finally gets one to stick. ATL with the TD. This one will finally stand. But he was a little bit out of gas on the celly.
Well, he'd been burned a couple times, so he didn't want to do it again and then have it called back. Like, he's like, let me just take the slow walk and really cherish this one as Poly pulls away to win it 41-0.
Bridges and Samples combined for over 200 yards rushing yet again. Very impressive game from that Poly defense as they outgained Lakewood 411 yards to -18.
We want to thank all of our sponsors, including Ocean Law Center, for their support of local sports coverage. The football season rolls on here in the Moore League. You want coverage of that and everything else going on in the LBC. You got to keep it right here at the 562.